Welcome to Bruce Lee Real Fight channel. Hello everyone, welcome to Bruce Lee Real Fight channel. Today we are going to talk about how did Bruce Lee die? What's Bruce Lee's cause of death? Bruce Lee died on July 20th, 1973 in Hong Kong at the age of 32. It was exactly a month before the premiere of 1973 Enter the Dragon. Some people said he was killed by Triad Society in Hong Kong because he taught Westerners and non-Chinese Kung Fu. It has obeyed the law in Hong Kong, therefore they killed him. Some said he hurt his back and died because he overtrained his body. Some people said Bruce Lee died because of heavy drug usage. There are too many versions of his cause of death, and it is definitely mysterious. If you go to Google how did Bruce Lee die, you will get an answer instantly, which says cerebral edema. And if you Google again what is cerebral edema, it says cerebral edema is when fluid builds up around the brain, causing an increase in pressure known as intracranial pressure. Swelling or inflammation is part of the body's natural response to injury. Edema refers to swelling due to trapped fluid, and it can happen anywhere in the body. Now the question is that the real cause of Bruce Lee's death? How can a powerhouse like Bruce Lee lay down at the age of 32 and never walk again? No one ever wants to believe this even after 46 years of his death. On July 20, 1973, Bruce Lee was in Hong Kong. He awoke in the morning as an active and healthy 32-year-old man. He then met up with his producer Raymond Chow at 2 p.m. at his home in Hong Kong to discuss the making of the film Game of Death. According to Bruce Lee's wife Linda Lee Cadwell, Lee and Raymond worked until 4 p.m. Then they drove together to Betty Ting Pei's house in Kowloon Tong. Betty Ting Pei is a Taiwanese actress and also a close friend of Bruce Lee. Three of them went over the script for Game of Death at Betty Ting Pei's house. Raymond Chow then left the house to attend another meeting. At around 7:30 p.m., Bruce Lee complained of a headache. Ting Pei gave him 2 painkillers. He took it and went to lie down for a rest. On the other side, Raymond Chow was waiting for Lee to attend the meeting, but Lee did not turn up. Therefore, Raymond Chow came to Ting Pei's house and tried to wake Bruce Lee up. Still, he was unable to wake Lee up, so he called a doctor. The doctor spent about 10 minutes attempting to revive Lee, and then Lee was sent to Queen Elizabeth Hospital by an ambulance. Bruce Lee was declared dead on arrival at the age of 32. 2 months before Bruce Lee's death on May 10, 1973, he actually collapsed once during an automated dialogue replacement session for Enter the Dragon at Golden Harvest in Hong Kong. Lee went to Baptist Hospital in Hong Kong and doctors diagnosed cerebral edema. This was his first collapse, and the second one was on the day of his death. While cerebral edema was one of the most acceptable reasons Bruce Lee died, biographer Matthew Polly offers another angle. Polly mentioned in his book that Bruce Lee died on heat stroke. He also asserts that it is common for victims of heat stroke to experience swelling of brain. In fact, July 20, 1973 was one of the hottest days on record in Hong Kong history. Without any doubt, Bruce Lee inspired many people across the world from east to west. Bruce Lee is undeniably lived at the top of martial arts world and also one of the best fighters even with the standard we have today. So, after listening to the story, what do you think is the real cause of Bruce Lee's death? Please do not hesitate to leave your comment below. We would like to hear from you. Last but not least, if you love our videos, please like, share, subscribe and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching.